Most people shopping for a compact SUV right now are going to make a $30,000 mistake, not because they're careless, not because they're uninformed, but because the market in 2026 is flooded with vehicles that look impressive on a spec sheet and feel exciting on a 15-minute test drive, and then slowly begin to bleed money and resale value the moment they leave the lot. And the worst part, the dealers are not going to tell you this. The ads are not going to tell you this. That is exactly why you are watching this video right now. Today on my channel, we are going to cut through every single piece of marketing noise and tell you the only 5 compact SUVs that are actually worth your hard-earned money in 2026. And when I say worth buying, I am not talking about cars that look cool in a parking lot. I'm talking about vehicles that have been tested, rated, and ranked by the most rigorous automotive evaluators in the industry, including Car and Driver, Consumer Reports, and Kelley Blue Book, based on over 200 combined data points covering acceleration, handling, cargo space, fuel efficiency, reliability, long-term ownership cost, and real-world satisfaction from actual owners. These are the 5 that survive that gauntlet. Everything else, we will talk about why those fall short in future videos. But right now, the 5 you are about to see are the ones that will protect your wallet long after the new car smell wears off. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video like this. Now, let us get into it. And trust me, you are going to want to stay for number 1, because it is the SUV that almost every casual shopper walks right past at the dealership. Without realizing, it is quietly one of the greatest buys in this entire segment. Starting at number 5, 2026 Hyundai Tucson. Now, here's the thing about the Tucson that most people do not realize. On paper, it looks like a perfectly decent compact SUV, but that description actually undersells it in a very specific way that is going to matter enormously to your monthly budget. The 2026 Tucson starts at around $29,450, making it one of the most affordable entries in the entire segment. And yet, it comes loaded. Not loaded in the way where you pay $29,000 and then discover everything useful costs extra. Loaded in the way where even lower trim levels ship with features that competitors charge significantly more for. Hyundai redesigned the interior for this generation, and what you get is a tech-forward cabin with a large digital display, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, a layout that feels genuinely premium, and critically, 41.2 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats. That number nearly doubles to 80.3 cubic feet. With those seats folded down, that is enormous real-world cargo capacity, more than you'll find in many competitors at a higher price point. But here's where things get genuinely interesting. For 2026, Hyundai increased the Tucson's towing capacity to 2,750 pounds, up from 2,000, added a new terrain mode system on XRT models for mud, snow, and sand. And the Tucson Hybrid earned the number 1 road test score in its class according to Consumer Reports' most recent testing, placing ahead of the Honda CR-V Hybrid and the Toyota RAV4 for driving feel. That is not a typo. The Hyundai, not the Honda, not the Toyota, earned the top driving score in Consumer Reports' hybrid compact SUV road testing for this segment. The Tucson Hybrid runs at an EPA estimated 38 to 40 mpg combined, depending on configuration. A plug-in hybrid option also exists for buyers who want even lower fuel costs. One reviewer who tested the XRT AWD trim described the Tucson's ride as supple and composed, with easy direct steering and a suspension that absorbed road imperfections in a way that genuinely impressed over a long test route. The verdict on the Tucson is simple: competitively priced, genuinely refined, and quietly better than most people give it credit for. Smart buyers look twice. Number 4. 2026 Subaru Forester. And I want you to really sit with what I am about to tell you, because this is the single most overlooked value story in the entire compact SUV segment right now. Consumer Reports awarded Subaru the title of Most Reliable Brand of 2005. Not Most Reliable SUV Brand, Most Reliable Brand full stop. The Forester is built on that foundation. But the 2026 model year brings something that fundamentally changes the Forester's position in this fight: a new hybrid powertrain. And here is why that matters far more than you might think. Every single Subaru Forester sold in 2026 comes standard with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive. Not available, not an upgrade you pay extra for, standard on every trim at no additional cost. That single fact eliminates a significant hidden fee that buyers at competitors encounter constantly. The Toyota RAV4 AWD, the Honda CX-5, they all add to the base price when you want all-wheel drive. On the Forester, you simply get it full stop. The Forester also offers 9.3 inches of ground clearance on the wilderness trim, which is class-leading for buyers who venture even occasionally off pavement into gravel roads, snow, or light trails. The cabin offers 110.8 cubic feet of passenger space, more than the Honda CR-V and more than the Toyota RAV4. That is not a marketing estimate. That is a measured specification. Now, here's the honest truth about the Forester's one real weakness, and we are not going to hide it from you, because you deserve the full picture. When Car and Driver tested the hybrid Forester against the CR-V hybrid, RAV4 hybrid, and CX-50 hybrid in a comparison test, the Forester placed fourth in that specific group. The criticism was the slower acceleration and what testers described as older-feeling infotainment compared to its newer rivals. Both fair points. But here's the kicker. The Forester outscored the CR-V hybrid in owner satisfaction with a double-digit lead according to Consumer Reports membership survey data. People who own Foresters are among the happiest compact SUV owners in the segment. One owner who made the switch from a Honda CR-V after 8 years put it plainly: the Forester is the kind of car where nothing expensive breaks and nothing important disappoints you. That is what reliability actually means in the real world. Not acceleration, not screen size. The Subaru Forester, built for people who buy intelligently. Number 3, 2026 Mazda CX-5. And I want to stop right here for a moment, because this is the car that is going to generate the most controversy in the comment section. And good, because the CX-5 in 2026 is genuinely different from the CX-5 that existed even 12 months ago. And the majority of shoppers are not aware of that. Mazda fully redesigned this vehicle for 2026, not a refresh, a complete third-generation redesign. The new CX-5 is 4.5 inches longer than its predecessor. Second-row passengers now have 2.3 additional inches of knee clearance, which was the single most common complaint about the old model. Cargo volume with the rear seats in place grows to 33.7 cubic feet, and with the rear seats folded, 66.5 cubic feet. That is a meaningful expansion of practicality. But here's what actually makes the CX-5 different from every other compact SUV on this list. It is the only one in this class that you actually want to drive. Not tolerate, not accept as a commuting appliance. Actually want to drive. Consumer Reports found that the 2025 Mazda CX-5 had the best predicted reliability score of any compact SUV in the entire class, and the nearest competitor score was nearly 25% lower. The 2026 model is expected to maintain or improve on that score. Kelley Blue Book rates the CX-5's driving experience as exceptional. A senior vehicle testing editor described the handling as sporting and precise, with a confidence through corners that makes you carry momentum, where competitors like the RAV4 or CR-V have you reaching for the brakes. The new 2026 CX-5 starts at $29,990 with destination, making it one of the lowest entry points in the segment, and it comes standard with all-wheel drive. Lower trims get a 12.9-inch touchscreen. The top Premium Plus trim gets a 15.6-inch unit. The old command wheel interface is gone. The system is now fully modern. Here's the verdict on the CX-5. You are getting a car that ranked #1 in Consumer Reports' predicted reliability in its class, a driving experience that no other compact SUV in this price range can match, and a redesigned cabin that addressed the one criticism that held the previous generation back. It starts under $30,000 before destination. Smart money buys engineering, not branding. Before we reveal the top 2, if you are getting genuine value from this breakdown, take 5 seconds right now and hit that like button. It costs you nothing. It helps this channel reach more people who need exactly this kind of information before they make a $30,000 decision. Now, let's talk about number 2, 2026 Honda CR-V. And yes, you have heard this name before. You have probably seen this car at every dealership in your city. You have definitely heard someone tell you it is one of the best-selling compact SUVs in America. And here is where most automotive content gets it wrong. They treat best-selling as synonymous with best. It is not. The CR-V earns its position on this list on pure merit, and it does so in a very specific way. Kelley Blue Book assigned the 22,000 CR-V a rating of 4.8 out of 5 stars, the highest score among all compact SUVs on their platform this year. That score is built from testing, not from sales volume. Car and Driver's Comparison Test of the 4 leading hybrid compact SUVs: the RAV4 Hybrid, Mazda CX-5 Hybrid, and Subaru Forester Hybrid placed the CR-V Hybrid Sport Touring in first place. The testers cited a refined ride, quiet cabin, and a driving experience they described as buttery. The Honda CR-V Hybrid reaches 60 miles per hour in 7.1 seconds, tying the RAV4 for the quickest in that group. More importantly, at 72 dB under wide-open throttle and 1 decibel quieter than the RAV4 at 70 miles per hour highway cruise, the CR-V is the quietest of the group. Highway cabin noise is one of those things that does not show up in a brochure, but absolutely wrecks long drives. The CR-V has it sorted. The 2026 CR-V Hybrid gets an EPA estimated 40 miles per gallon city and 34 highway for all-wheel drive models and delivers 76.5 cubic feet of maximum cargo volume, which is significantly more than the Mazda CX-56.3 cubic feet. The base CR-V starts at $30,920 with destination. A new rugged trail sport trim arrived for 2026 with hybrid power for buyers who want to occasionally venture beyond pavement. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration gave the 2026 CR-V a 5-star overall safety rating. Honda sensing safety technology is standard on every single trim. One owner who drove the hybrid sport touring on a long-haul route put it this way: after 3 hours on the road, you stop noticing the car. That is not an insult. That is the highest compliment you can give a vehicle meant to absorb life's daily demands without drama. The CR-V is what engineering maturity actually looks like. And that brings us to number 1, 2026 Toyota RAV4. Now, I told you at the top of this video that number 1 would be the vehicle that casual shoppers walk right past. Let me explain what I mean by that and why it matters specifically in 2026 more than in any previous year. Toyota did something for 2026 that almost no other mainstream automaker has done in the compact SUV space. They went completely hybrid. No more gas-only RAV4. Every single 2026 RAV4 that leaves a Toyota dealership is a hybrid. And here is why that decision is one of the most consequential things to happen to this class in years. The 2025 RAV4 Hybrid was already delivering 39 miles per gallon combined in standard trims. That is extraordinary for a vehicle that also produces 226 to 236 horsepower depending on drive configuration. Offers 1,500 pounds more towing capacity than the Tucson at 3,500 pounds. And seats 5 people in genuine comfort. Now, Toyota is building that hybrid system into every single model in the lineup, removing the choice entirely and promising a new version of that powertrain that is more refined, more efficient, and supported by what Toyota calls Toyota Safety Sense 4.0, the most advanced iteration of their standard driver assistance package ever shipped. That includes adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, pedestrian detection, lane centering assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, traffic sign recognition, and a system called Proactive Driving Assist that automatically slows the vehicle approaching turns and maintains space around the car in traffic. The 2026 RAV4 starts at $39,000 with destination. The redesigned interior now features a standard 10.5-inch touchscreen with a 12.5-inch display available on upper trims. Wireless smartphone mirroring is standard across the entire lineup. A new GR Sport trim with more aggressive suspension tuning and exterior styling joins the lineup. The Woodland Edition continues for buyers who use their SUV for genuine outdoor adventures with factory skid plates, all-terrain tires, and increased ground clearance. The plug-in hybrid RAV4 Prime delivers an electric-only range that meaningfully offsets fuel costs for most daily commuters. Here is the data that closes the argument. The RAV4 earned Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUVs award for 2026. It ranked in the top tier of Consumer Reports reliability predictions for compact SUVs. Edmunds placed it at number 2 in its compact SUV rankings, just behind the Tucson in 4th place in their own system, while noting the RAV4 continues to dominate in the category where it matters most: long-term ownership confidence. The RAV4 is the best-selling SUV in America. Not because of marketing spend, it's because over decades of real-world experience, real owners have confirmed again and again that this vehicle simply does not let you down. And the 2026 version is the best one Toyota has ever built. Completely hybrid, Completely capable, the benchmark that every other compact SUV on this list is measured against. Here is the summary that your wallet needs you to remember. If you want the most affordable entry point with surprising tech and class-leading cargo space, get the Hyundai Tucson. If you want the bulletproof long-term reliability with standard all-wheel drive for no extra cost, the Subaru Forester is the intelligent choice. If you want the most rewarding driving experience combined with the best predicted reliability score in the class, the redesigned 22.6 Mazda CX-5 is extraordinary. If you want the quietest cabin, the most refined highway ride, and class-leading real-world fuel economy, the Honda CR-V wins that category decisively. And if you want the complete package, the one vehicle that leads every major category from efficiency to safety to long-term owner satisfaction to resale value, the 2026 Toyota RAV4 is in a conversation of its own. Everything else on the market right now, it's noise. Shiny noise, cleverly marketed noise, but noise. These 5 are the signal. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below telling me which of these 5 you are seriously considering. Or if you already own one of them, tell us what your ownership experience has actually been like after the test drive. The real experiences in the comments section are the ones that genuinely help people make better decisions. And if this video helped you cut through the confusion, share it with someone who is actively shopping for a compact SUV right now. You might just save them from a very expensive mistake.